Hello everyone, so for our task this week we're gonna learn how to use a grid to make our drawings. You're gonna need some materials. You're gonna need a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, a ruler, a pencil, and your selected image. Now, instead of measuring your paper, what I'm gonna ask you is just to place the ruler at the edge of the paper and just make a line on the other side. Once you've done that, you move the ruler to that line, and then you continue moving your ruler and making all the columns. After you've done them all the way in one direction, you're gonna do them across as well. By doing it this way, we're gonna save some time making the grid, and you're gonna make sure that all of your cells are perfect squares. Once you finish doing your grid, what you need to do is count the amount of squares that you have in your image, and count the amount of squares in your paper, and just block the ones that you're not using. You might be thinking that your ruler is different and that you're not going to be able to fit it. I did the same grid with different ruler just to show you how probably any ruler would work for this exercise. Now, in the case that you actually don't manage to fit all the squares, just let me know and we can cut some of the squares out of your image. Now you're gonna notice that the images that I'm sending you have a grid and have in the middle of each square a tiny dot. That is to help you when you're drawing your image and to make it easier for you to measure. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is do one square at a time, checking where the middle of your square is and what shapes are in relation to the middle, and then mark the middle on your piece of paper and try to copy the shapes in the same size and proportion. Now we're gonna start by drawing the border of your image. If you're struggling to know exactly where the border is, my suggestion will be to get a color pencil or a different type of pen and go around your image and mark it. That way when you're copying it into your grid, it's gonna be easier to know the shapes of your image. We're going to start just with the border of your image, and then we're going to move on to adding all the details and tone on the next lesson. Thank you.